How are you? This is fantastic. Thank you for coming out tonight. My name's Davin. I'm with Idaho Mountain Trading. I appreciate that. And I am incredibly excited to be here tonight. I'm also a little nervous. All right? But the real key here is that what's important about tonight is throwing a couple things together. And the big one is first starting with our supporters. So first and foremost, post-register coming in with a big, generous offer with getting the word out, getting all of you here somehow, one way or the other. A big round of applause for them. I'm going to kind of run through the next couple ones just because there is a list, but it wouldn't have been possible without any of them. So Ray and Lanny Landon. We've got Kate's Bars. Hopefully you've had each bag was filled with one of those. We've got Summit Orthopedics and Summit Eye Care, who Idaho Mountain Trading teams up and matches their donation, and we're going to give away 5 beacons. Brett Rasmussen is here with Ryan Rasmussen style, and he is going to give away an Area 1 class in one of our raffles. Idaho State Parks and Rec, as they joked about the Minion outfits out there, I think they're fantastic. We also got American Avalanche Institute. We have Sawtooth Avalanche here. Ethan Davis is going to be one of the presenters tonight. He'll get up here. Bridger Teton Avalanche Center, Gallatin Avalanche Center, Utah Avalanche Center. What do you think? Do we have a theme going? All right. Klein is giving away one of their Atlas airbags. This is nearly a $1,200 value. Autobots, and then Action Motorsports actually is giving away 2 rescue packages, which is going to be amazing. So, obviously we have some great raffle prizes, but that's not why you're here. You're here because you love snow, right? All right, so I just want to kind of clear up a couple of things. What is this event? Avalanche Awareness Night. So that started way back when with Ray and Lanny Landon. And Ray and Lanny, can I get you to stand up for a second? I do see you. "14 years ago, they brought an Avalanche Awareness Night to the Idaho Falls area and have been committed with a steadfast manner and doing it ever since. Our first presenter, Sarah Carpenter, actually has been part of that for that entire 14 years. Now, for those of you who don't know, and this always gets me a little bit, their son passed away in a traumatic avalanche accident, and they still are here today putting on these shows for each of us. So thank you again. Who's been at the previous Avalanche nights? Yeah, fantastic. All right, so then last year we put on the Abby Savvy. Who came to that? Fantastic. Now, I don't know for you all, but we have motorized users and non-motorized users in this group, right? And we all like snow, right? And we all like the same backcountry, and we all like all the snowfall that took place this weekend. Who went out and played? Fantastic. So, a couple things that I want to go over is next we're going to bring up our first presenter, right? And give me a moment. So I had to write this down, and Sarah was, gracious enough to give me her bio. But, she's been working in the field of snow science since 1998. That's a long time. She knows a thing or two. When she started as a ski patroller at Bridger Bowl back in Bozeman, she was a co-owner of American Avalanche Institute for 12 years and still continues to work for AAI as an advisor and an instructor. She also works as a ski guide in the Tetons, as she has for many years, where Sarah lives in Teton Valley with her husband and now just over a 1-year-old son. So I'd love to bring up Sarah Carpenter if you could help me out. Yep.
What an amazing turnout. This is so cool to see everyone here. And I didn't trip over coming up the stage, so it's great. We had some AV adventures, so I'm going to see how this goes. Is my clicker working? Oh, use the iPad. Okay. Oh yeah. Figure this out. So, the world of snow and avalanches it's complex. At one moment you can be skiing a beautiful slope, you can be riding, you can be having the time of your life, and the next moment you're involved in an avalanche. And my goal here today is to talk a little bit about foundational skills. There's a ton of booths out there that can offer additional avalanche education, lots of resources, lots of people have come together, so please take the time at intermission to go see folks if you need more education. But I'm here to talk about avalanches, foundational avalanche knowledge, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. Whether you're out snowmobiling or you're out backcountry skiing or winter camping, avalanche knowledge is only one piece of the puzzle, right? There's this whole list of skills that we should all be thinking about if we're going to go travel in the mountains and come back safely. So travel skills, whether be good at traveling on whatever device you like to travel on, avalanche skills, first aid skills, basic outdoor skills, how to stay warm and dry in a winter environment, and also communication skills, right? Really important, harder to train for, but all of these things are foundational for us to have great experiences in the backcountry. And I could spend all day up here, but I don't have that much time, and you all don't want to listen to me. So we'll talk about basic avalanche knowledge, and then I'm going to give you a basic snowpack summary that is Teton-centric, but it's actually pretty similar throughout the zones that we are all recreating. Whether you're closer to Montana, or you're closer to Sawtooth, or you're riding around here, it's pretty similar. So that's my goal for the evening, and then we'll have some Q&A at the end. Foundational avalanche knowledge, one of the first things that I want to ask when I go out into the mountains is, do I have a recipe for an avalanche? And what is a recipe for an avalanche? Well, you need a slab, which is a cohesive unit of snow, a weak layer, and a bed surface, some sort of sliding surface, right? You also need a slope that is, oops, we did some interesting AV stuff here. You also need a slope that's steep enough to slide. So you might have a recipe for an avalanche, a slab, a weak layer, a bed surface, but if you're on flat terrain and you're not below steep terrain, you don't actually have to worry about it. You also need terrain that's steep enough to slide. So sometimes if you get off your snowmobile, if you get off your skis, you stick your shovel in the snow, you might be able to find that recipe for an avalanche. You don't need a lot of skill to stick your shovel in the snow, take 2 steps back from it, and take a look. Anytime I see a thin gray line in my snowpack, I'm suspicious. Anytime when my shovel goes into the snow and it's really hard at the beginning and then it falls to the ground, I'm suspicious. Because if I have really hard layer at the top and a really soft layer at the bottom, I have that recipe. I have a slab, I have a weak layer, and my bed surface can be the ground or it can be an ice crust, anything like that. So when you're out traveling, however you're traveling, ask yourself all the time, do we have a recipe for an avalanche? If you don't, a lot of times last winter, we really didn't. We just had the slab, we didn't have a weak layer. And man, it was a fun year, wasn't it? Yeah. I was dreaming of another year like that, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have that. Other ways that you can find out if you have a recipe for an avalanche, obviously this is a ski example, but if you're getting shooting cracks off the tip of your ski,